What a beautiful day on Summoner's Rift. I spawn in with my 4 new friends and can't wait for the adventures we are about to have. This is gonna be good. Maybe one tiny thing to mention. After our bot laner didn't get jungle after asking for it, he locked in Singed. But that could be worse, right? I mean, Singed top is working. As of recent, Singed mid is a thing. So why not Singed bot? I remain optimistic. Singed then ran into the mid lane bush, gently asked for assistance from his fellow gamers. He clearly has a plan, and well knowingly that he will go through with his plan regardless of what we are doing, I joined in. So here we go. Predator popped, he's running left and right. Kha'Zix with the little BM flash fling happens. Kha'Zix flashing away, and yeah, that's about it. But no, out of nowhere Sylas, and actually MF too, but the fact that Sylas still had home guard at this time of the game, gotta love people being AFK. Well, that was an unfortunate start. It happens, I guess. But yeah, well, seeing Singed side by side with the minions that head towards the top side of the Summoner's Rift map, I come to wonder, that must have been a misclick, right? I remain optimistic. Even seeing him walk up and first thing of the lane, fling Yone, optimistic. Meanwhile, the rightful owner of top lane, busy helping out teammates, as you are usually doing it, you play with your team. I know, crazy concept, but he does something that makes me believe in humanity again. He sees the misclick, let's call it, and instead of joining the mess that is top lane currently, he's helping out a gamer in need. Actually optimistic. That brings us back to our lost brother in top lane. We've seen the fling and him running away already. What we haven't seen yet is him being this mad about Yasuo helping me that he actually ghosts away from his lane through mid lane, which I think is as perfect moment as any other to talk about his name, Psychosis owner, which is evidently fitting given the fact that he enters a actual psychosis over the fact that the same rules apply to him as to everyone else, and everyone gets assigned a role so they can coordinate with their team. Crazy idea. Anyways, here he is, bot lane forcing a flash actually, because, well, the enemy team doesn't really know yet that he doesn't really intend to kill them. Then hits him with another beautiful flip, and yeah, then kind of just dies. Well, eventually. Okay, got him. Then Yasuo tries his luck dashing into both of them. I'm not quite in this fight, and then he gets actually outplayed by MF pretty beautifully. Gotta give her that. Well done. And I'm not too optimistic anymore. You already got a glimpse of him when Singed crossed mid lane earlier, but we have a Seer mid who has a lot of fun too. A lot of flashes happening as well, but Kha'Zix wandered a bit too far. Sadly out of reach for the last auto attack. Gets away, which, well, kinda gets a Seer killed because he got a little too confident there. So back to our running Psychosis, who is pretty sure just having a really bad game, right? Such a bad game that he unfortunately runs into another Syra E and, well, eventually dies again. That's really unfortunate game. Dying a bunch of times made him at least calm down a little bit, so he resorted to playing on bot lane and farming and everything, but that didn't stop him from dying actually. To be fair, that death was of natural causes for once. Well, he wanted to be a jungler, so he tries jungling a little bit, but, well, not having smite is just a little bit of an issue, I guess. And all of this creates a little bit of a chaos here in the river. Zac gets a good opening with the Now Kiss move. Strong follow-up from Syra, but here comes Singed, the redemption arc. Is that it? He pressed E like an absolute gamer. Crazy stuff. The Seer re-engage. Good ult on both people. We actually get something done in this game for once. With Singed. I never doubted. Still optimistic. Shortly after that, we tried one of these objectives that people always talk about. Kha'Zix kind of had something against that and, well, just kind of steals it. Pretty rude, actually. That brings us back to our Psychosis, who, by the way, is still level 3, actually. I just now realized. Heading to mid lane. Oh, wait. Well, now he's level 4. Ruining a bit of a mid wave, but, well, what's new? But he's kind of just settling with running around at this point, which I think that's a good thing. That kind of left me stranded by myself on bot lane, but as we can see, he's peacefully running around now. Sometimes he has to take a bit of a breather, standing around, while his team is actually still kind of playing the game, Like there's 2 bad guys in the middle, which are now getting masterfully flanked by a textbook pincer move. Beautiful engage by Rakan. That's me, by the way, weird flex, but okay. And they both just die, there was no chance. Oh, and look who's passing by casually. Then we gift Kha'Zix another Drake. And inspired by that, we do a bunch of very questionable engages here. Zac and me, I blow up instantly. Zac is awkwardly bouncing in 4 people, which doesn't do him too well. Insult to injury, everyone's kind of low here. Like, it almost worked out even. Not really, as Azir also just flops. But wait, we have one ace up our sleeves here. Redemption arc, Predator Ghost. Runs in, drops his sticky goo, and flash flings Sylas into it, which, yeah, wasn't very effective, I would say. Finally, Singed's team stopped trolling, and we pulled off a bunch of wombo combo stuff, which looks quite good actually. And we kept practicing, and knockup into knockup combos kept coming. This one took a bit, but we also made it happen. This might have been the reason why Kha'Zix got another free Drake for himself, but you know, at this point, who's counting? It's the 3rd one. Oh, and Singed is somewhere entirely different, which might be for the better actually. Meanwhile, this is the mid lane where we now see Zac and Sylas have a very interesting 1v1. A very durable one, if one might say so. I mean, I definitely did. I also refrain yet again from making any durability jokes here. I think we're over this. Empowered by this victory over Sylas, Zac slightly oversteps his welcome here. But all the team practice earlier makes us commit not 1, but 2 TPs to that play, which gets Zac killed, but also kind of gets the other 2 guys killed. Valiant effort though, and you know, even feeding, we're doing as a unit. I love it. As fun as that was, it results in Ursol for the enemy team. You know, another free Drake for Kha'Zix, as is tradition. Then Sylas tries to get some revenge, which horribly goes wrong while he's slightly way too far out. And we pull off another beautiful wombo combo with all the ults combined and everything. All the hard work of earlier ins finally paid off. It was beautiful. Also a little dubstep ignite. That teamfight results in us getting Inhib Tower and Inhib itself, and we turn our attention towards Baron. While someone has a different idea, our little Psychosis back at it again with Sticky Goo Flash Fling plays, running in circle around the Syra. It's a very confusing situation here. I don't really know what the goal was of this. Let's just hope and pretend that it was him distracting so we can do Baron, which is a bounty for us, as you can see. This is how far behind we are. I guess that's what playing 4v5 does to you. But speaking of traditions, we actually managed to somehow fuck things up again. We get flanked by a Kha'Zix, we try to escape forward, and somehow there's another flank earlier than, to be honest, I don't even remember where the team was. I mean, I definitely do know where Singed was. That is a pretty simple one, I guess. He also managed to end up in the enemy jungle somehow and, well, gets caught by Kha'Zix and Sylas, who then take away his Baron buff as well. And rather than us pushing, it's now them taking mid lane tier 2, Inhib Tower, and as well the Inhib. That left us pretty much only one chance. Use what we learned earlier this game and just coin flip a team fight. That worked out pretty well initially. We're also 4v3, kind of favorable fight for us anyways. Also took quite a while until Yone shows up. By then we've already claimed the first few casualties. Everyone's kind of low, but yeah, he has to flash and dip. But Zac is not done yet. The jump catches Yone and he also dies. And miraculously, we did all that without the help of our Psychosis, who is busy getting a bunch of minions on the bot lane. Clearly has priority right now. Meanwhile, hero Kha'Zix tries to save the day. We spot him with a trinket. He still gets a seer though, jumps away. But we actually have flashes though, which I don't even know why, but yeah. I mean, he dies. But most importantly, Singed finally showing up, passing Kha'Zix's corpse, and he's actually just in time for us somehow actually winning this game. I don't even know how that happened. And he's quickly running away, clearly embarrassed, as he should be. So, moral of the story, don't play League, I guess.